Hello, music dreamers and my little rosebuds. Sorry, I had a pause moment. I was looking at like the percentage thing and not at the timer. So I'm on my phone because my laptop is being stupid yet again. Which I find really ridiculous now because the other time my phone was also being stupid when I went to record like videos for you guys, but that didn't happen whatsoever. I feel kind of rushed because of the percentage thing, and I always feel rushed like that. But I kind of want to talk about some things that I've probably talked about in the past, like getting stared at and whatever. Um, and this time around, I actually noticed people staring at me, and I think this Monday or something, I got harassed at school basically and bullied, kind of, at school because of the clothes, and we wear uniforms, and I didn't have a uniform, so I went out how I usually do. Um, and I got sent to ISS, and after ISS, we got dismissed, and a group of kids were basically calling me names and stuff like that, and it was really inappropriate. And the only thing I said to them was when they said, "Oh, she's wearing like 3 belts," and I told them it was only two, if you can count, and it was really annoying, really stupid. I didn't say anything else. I just kept on walking. Of course, my dog is gonna walk in front of my camera. Um, and I want to talk about that because I've never had that happen to me before, but then this happened to me, and it's kind of on my mind in a way. And I did tell like the teacher the next day, like I was talking to her and telling her like, hey, like I got harassed at school like yesterday, and she was like, oh, do you know who the people were? And I told her what happened, and she was like, oh, where was it? And then I told her, and she was like, oh, there's like cameras over there. If it happens again, they can just tell me, and they'll look at the cameras, and those people will get in trouble, kind of deal. And I didn't really trust this teacher in a way at first because I have trust issues with teachers, and it's just because I have a bad rap with teachers because of me getting bullied at like fourth grade, and the teacher not doing anything when she knew that bullying was happening because my father wrote in my agenda and I showed it to her, and she said she was going to talk to class and never did. So, um, and I've noticed like when I'm with my boyfriend and stuff, like we get stared at a lot. Um, Especially me sometimes because like how I dress most of the time, and I never noticed, like I never got really stared at before, and I guess since I'm now being myself more and being goth, like I have nails now, so being a gothic person, and then people are like, "Oh, you're not goth, you're not wearing the makeup and whatever." Not all the time I'm gonna be wearing the makeup, cause for me, not all the time makeup is necessary, and sometimes like parts of my face needs to, like my lips are like super chapped right now, so like I haven't worn makeup whatsoever this past couple of days because like I want my lips to get repaired and back to being regular healthy lips. And sometimes I just don't have the time to put on makeup, but I put on clothing enough to know that I stand out, kind of deal. And it's not such a big deal. Like, I don't say it in front of people's faces, like, hey, can you stop or whatever. I just stay quiet about it, and, like, I talk about it to my boyfriend. Like, I tell William, like, hey, like, I noticed this person was staring at me, and he was like, oh, don't worry about it, you know. We'll talk about it, and we'll joke about, like, the people that stare at us. And we really just joke about it most of the time, and what happened at school was like really got on my nerves because I expect people to be more mature about things and not do stuff like that. And it was really ridiculous because literally the guy of the group, the whole like tall person of the group, um, was was calling me like Kim Kardashian with like no ass, and then he was calling me like Nicki Minaj, and I was over here like I'm in my head. I'm like, just you're going home anyway. Just continue walking to your bus. And they were like, oh, take her picture, and making me feel like hey, like treating me like a celebrity that you just want to get up in their personal space. So it was really ridiculous what they were doing, and it really was. I wanted to stoop to their level and argue with them, but I just stayed quiet, and I was going home anyway, so I was walking to my bus, and there we go. I was like glad I was on my bus, and I told my boyfriend too, and he was like, "Well, you did handle it like an adult would," and I was like, "Thanks." So it just like I told my mom too, and she was really annoyed by it. She was like, "Well, don't worry about it as much because they're just being stupid." So, and today, even like if I'm wearing uniform and I have like my umbrella out, I get stared at, and there be some people that comment, and I'll be wearing like my heels kind of deal, like my platform slash heels. Sorry, I talk, and sometimes my throat starts hurting, and it's like, oh. But yeah, that happens. Stuff like that happened to me, and I'm over here like, wow, like really, like people at Oak Ridge don't do anything like that. I think, to be honest, this in school related, the students in like bothering me kind of deal, or the students at Oak Ridge don't really bother me as much, but they do stare at me. They do like I don't really care, but they don't say like mean comments, or they just stare and comment to their own groups. They don't say anything towards me. But over here was like really ridiculous, and someone actually stepped in and was telling them like, hey, like stop bo- stop bothering her and stuff. And that person was on my bus, and I didn't even get to say thank you. I was like, I didn't want to like get into a conversation and tell her like, hey, thank you for doing what you're doing. But if I see her again, I would probably say thank you to her because she was standing up for me when I didn't want to speak whatsoever. So as of now, I'm trying to do the YouTube videos, but my laptop is being stupid. So I'm gonna try and do my best on the videos over here on my camera, on my phone. And I have really good news as well and stuff like that. So that's for like another video because I don't want you guys to get like confused and stuff. So thank you, and subscribe, like, whatever. Tell your friends, share the video. Bye.